Good morning and welcome to my kitchen. I am making a Mississippi pot roast today in the slow cooker. It's going to cook all day. I thought I'd show you, if you've not made one of these before, it's really, really simple. So I've got my splatter screen on top of the Rock Crock Dutch oven. The splatter screen is an amazing must-have in every kitchen, largely undiscovered. It folds in half. It's dishwasher safe. These tips here are silicone, so they stay cool to the touch. And it keeps anything from splattering all over the top of your stove top. So I have a pot roast over here. We need 3 to 4 pounds. I've got 2 smaller ones. And I've had it in the Rock Crock, just browning in a little bit of olive oil. You want to do about 2 to 3 minutes on each side, and then take it out. So you're going to have that seared, some seared bits on the bottom. And this is going to be the base that's going to go right into the slow cooker stand. So I love our Rock Crock set because it goes from stovetop right to your slow cooker, just like this. So you can see I've got the little bits of meat there, and super simple. Next up, we're going to add a little bit of beef broth. So go ahead and just pour that in. It's hot, so it's going to sizzle, and that'll help pull up that little bit of fond on the bottom. So have any of you made Mississippi pot roast before? I'm not even sure why it's called Mississippi. I have no idea, but it seems to be a pretty well-known thing. So we'll put both pot roasts in there. If you have one big one, that would be totally fine as well. And then it's really simple layering everything on top. So you're going to start with either a brown gravy or a jus mix. I always go for the low sodium kind. Just go ahead and sprinkle that over the top. I don't add any salt to this recipe at all, not even to season the meat, because there's plenty of salt in those other things. We need 3 tablespoons of ranch seasoning. You can use, if you have any from Taste Buds or a container from Pampered Chef, you can use that, or use the Hidden Valley Ranch, whatever kind. But if you have the option, go for low sodium. So I've got 3 tablespoons. I'll sprinkle that on top. Simple, right? And then we need 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I just pulled it out of the freezer, so I sliced my frozen butter. We're going to put that over the top of this. It doesn't get any easier than this. And then 6 pepperoncinis. So I'll tell you, in the past, I have made mistakes with this by using the sliced ones, thinking it would be easier, and it really made it too spicy for us. We didn't really like the flavor, so definitely go with the whole ones. And then you need 2 cloves of garlic. Mine are kind of small, so I'm just throwing them all in there. And then press that minced garlic right over the top. You don't even need to stir it, okay? And I'll just take it off with my finger. That's it. How simple. This is going to cook for about 7 hours. You can do high for less time, for about 4 hours. So I'm just going to turn my dial here to low, push the button in, reduce it to 7, push it in, and that's it. This is going to do its thing all day while I'm working, and it's going to smell perfect. When it's done, I'm going to shred the meat, and that gravy is going to thicken up. It's going to be really good. You could serve it by itself as a taco meat. You can serve it over rice, over egg noodles, with mashed potatoes. How would you serve a pot roast? And this also freezes well. If you're cooking for 1 or 2, once it's all cooked and you've shredded your meat, package it up into individual portions and throw it in the freezer. If you have college kids in your family, you can help them prep this ahead as well. Make little packages, freeze it, and then send them off to their first apartments with individual portions, and it'll save them some time. And of course, they're going to learn how to do it too when you teach them. So my other tip I'll finish with, I have the half sheet pan here. I turn it upside down and put it on my stovetop, and it allows me to free up counter space. And if you're concerned about your base getting hot, that's the solution. Just put it on your half sheet pan right on the stovetop. I'll post the recipe. It's from Natasha's Kitchen. It's going to be in the comments. If you have any questions, just reach out. I hope you'll give this a try. It's a fantastic family dinner. Take care. So I've had this Mississippi pot roast in the slow cooker for 7 hours. There's about 16 minutes left, and I thought I'd show you what it looks like. I did add potatoes and carrots the last 2.5 hours, and look how tender this is. It is just looking amazing, and it's going to be ready to eat here shortly. I'm going to finish shredding it. Tested the vegetables. They're nice and tender. So when I put the vegetables in, I just kind of pushed them into the broth to help them get a nice flavor. But this is going to be an amazing meal. So I hope you'll try pulling out your slow cookers for recipes like this. It's a treat, and that meat can be used for all sorts of things like quesadillas and tacos, as well as a traditional Mississippi pot roast just like this.